everybody. The harmonica is an unlikely blues instrument. Or is it? Its breathy, expressive sound brings great energy, as your reaction to Charlie Musselwhite just showed. Add in tone control, pitch variation, single notes, chords, and improvisation, and you have the perfect blues instrument. The diatonic harmonica, or harp, 10 holes, 20 notes, first produced by Hohner in Germany. 3 components, a central comb to which are attached blow and draw reed plates and the covers. To say that Mr. Hohner did not have the blues in mind when he designed this thing is a spectacular understatement, as we shall see. Here's some harps I've used. The Marine Band with a wood comb, Lee Oscars with plastic combs, and the Suzuki Hammond with a machined aluminum comb. And that's my set of 12 harps, because you need one for each key. The note layout for a C major harmonica is shown here, and there are parts of 3 8-tone octaves. There's a full octave in the center and 2 partials on either end. The blow notes are shown on the top and the draw notes below. You see that the blow notes are C, E, G repeated over and over again, and these are the triad notes of the C major chord. The design point for this instrument was to be able to play simple tunes in the key of C, and this is called straight harp, and you play a harp in the same key as the song. And, okay, we're about to change here. I can't, that's the longest 20 seconds I've ever experienced. Okay, there, that's it. No. Oh, oops, wait a minute, you skipped me somehow. Yeah, let me play a song. Now that may sound simple, but in fact it isn't, because I played that not in C, but in G, and all the notes weren't there. So what's going on? Well, I used the blues style, where the C is the subdominant chord of the key of G, and 2 of the 3 chord notes are draw notes, which are able to be flattened. The second point is that the 3rd, 5th, and 7th notes of the G scale are all draw notes, and they can also be flattened. You're always flattening notes when you play blues. Finally, please, I don't have time. The 2, 3, 4 holes form the G and C chords for rhythmic playing. The intended use of this instrument has been completely subverted. Does this mean that it's useless in straight harp? That's something like what Stevie Wonder does, and he does that in straight harp, but not many do. How do you play the thing? Well, you got to be able to make single notes. I purse my lips. You have to bend notes, and you redirect the air path down your throat. Tone is controlled by the mouth, the voice, trills, tremolo, chopping off notes sharply by thrusting the tongue up against the roof of the mouth. The amplification had a huge impact on the harmonica. When the mic is shoved against the harp, a whole new sound is achieved. As for the guitar, rhythm and chords change largely to single notes. Something like that. It's a little Jimmy Reed thing. We're going to listen now to 3 great harmonica players, and we're going to apply what we've learned. Sonny Terry is the first one. That's a slow trill. And again, chop notes. His falsetto whooping, and chordal rhythms. Nobody played rhythms like Sonny Terry. This is the title of the song, Lost John. Little Walter was the pioneer of amplified harp. He did his best work with Muddy Waters. There's a lot of reverb on this. Junior Wells had a funkier, more syncopated sound. He played regularly with Buddy Guy at Teresa's in Chicago. This song is from Delmark's first blues record, and it's a classic. You can see that Buddy Guy was under contract to another label when he made this. So how did I get into this business? Well, I went to Northwestern in Chicago. In the late 60s, Nicky and I took a blues course from some students named Jim O'Neill and Amy Von Single. The lab was a trip to Teresa's. The lab fee was to drive them because they didn't have wheels. They later started the famous Living Blues magazine, which is still published by the University of Mississippi. So let's go down to the 48th in Indiana on the south side of Chicago. Teresa's Lounge. It's a hole in the wall in the basement of an apartment building. And you walk in, there's a long bar with the bandstand at the end, and there's Teresa talking to Sammy Lawhorn. We're lucky tonight, Junior and Buddy are playing, and there's Junior entertaining the crowd. You see a white guy there. There were usually a few hanging around. There were some ladies there all decked out, sitting at a table, and Sammy Lawhorn's come off the bandstand to impress some women. He's not having very much luck. These are from the book Down at Teresa's by Mark Poe-Kempner. These evenings at Teresa's were my most memorable musical experience. Thank you very much.